Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Bhupesh from Dr. BKM Institute talking about the grammar part of OET, you can say, or of English, you can say. It doesn't make a big difference because at the end of the day, grammar remains the same no matter what you do, whether you do IELTS, OET, or PT. Grammar, just very simple. Let me talk about the passive voice because these are the best part of the grammar when it comes to writing or it comes to OET writing especially. So passive voices are the major things. Why passive voice is the major thing? Because when a patient comes to us, he complains. So that is active because patient is complaining himself. After that, we examine the patient. So that is a passive voice because examination is done by us. By means passive. After examination, treatment is given by us. So that means even treatment is a passive thing. Then in the end, sorry, examination ke baad diagnosis is done by us. So even that is a passive. So why in OET writing passive voices are so important? Because it is only one thing that patient does. Rest of the things are done by us. So that is why when it comes to grammar of OET especially, so if I talk about past tense, then grammar is very simple. The patient complained of. Second form. The patient complained of fever, nausea, vomiting, whatever. Then you say on examination. Now the passive voices will come. On examination, he was found with. So this is a passive voice. So in active, it is only second form. There is no was. In passive voice, it is was were third form. That is the only grammar you need to know for OET writing. That's the because it will cover at least 60 to 80% of your letter in OET. So in examination, he was found with tenderness, elevated temperature, muscle ache, whatever. Then you say, therefore. Therefore means that on the basis of these signs and symptoms. Therefore means that patient complained, active. He was found with passive. We did examination. So on examination, he was found with. Therefore means on the basis of symptoms and signs. So therefore, he was diagnosed. Again passive. He was diagnosed with this. Again was were third form. Whatever the disease is. For which paracetamol, whatever treatment, medications were commenced. Again, was were third form. Commenced means started. So this is a passive voice. So if you realize this is the only sentence when patient complains, this is active. Rest is all was were third form. That is why I always say OET grammar is the easiest grammar because it will always remain the same. If by chance it is today, then the only change you have to make is today the patient has complained of. So the only word you will add in the present tense is has. It is an active. Today the patient has complained of blah, 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 blah. On examination, now grammar, he has been found with. So that is the passive voice. So these are the only two tenses you have to remember. Active, second form. Passive, was were third form. And in present tense, so active, second form. Passive, was third form. And in present tense, has third form. And passive has been third form. This is the only thing that you need to remember. That's the only grammar in OET writing. Active, second form. Passive, was were third form. This is past. Has plus third form, active, patient has complained of. And has been third form. So there are three third forms. And only one second form. Second form is in the past, active, and has plus third form is active present. So today the patient has complained of this thing. On examination, he has found with this. On the basis of these signs and symptoms, he has been diagnosed with. So the only thing I am changing is I'm changing this was into has been. So the only change I'm making is was 3 ki jagah has been third form. That's it. This is OET grammar. Now, even if there is a multiple visit letter, so you will say 3 days ago, the patient complained of this and this thing. So this would be the letter. So suppose if patient came for a second visit yesterday. So yesterday also is past. So I will follow the same grammar as above. Yesterday, he revisited and complained of. So again, second form, patient visited himself, he revisited and complained of this thing. On examination, I will try to replace the word on assessment. He was found with, again, same grammar. He was found with, it is same. So, yeah, therefore, yeah, thus is a good word. Thus, he was diagnosed with, again, same. Diagnosed with this problem. So, this medication was changed to this medication. So these, even if we are changing the medication, that is done by us. So there is no grammar, there is not much grammar in OET. Active, second form. Passive, was plus third form. Present tense, today, has third form. And passive has been third form. That's it. This is pretty much the grammar. This is Dr. Bhupesh from Dr. BKM Institute. Thanks for listening to me patiently. Thank you.